Hey FlossTube, it's Leslie with Fat Cat Flossing, and I'm back again. I want to welcome everybody who might be new to my channel and say thanks for everybody who's coming back again. I sure am grateful for all the wonderful, nice, kind comments and all the subscribers, and it just blows my mind that we are up. I'm up to 470 something subscribers now, and you could knock me over with a feather. I'm just shocked. I would not have ever foreseen that happening in a million years. So thank you so very much. I am going to tease a little giveaway. I do have a giveaway planned for when I hit 550. So y'all tell your folks and your friends to subscribe, and let's see who I can give away something to. But anyway, my time is going to be limited because, stupid me, I have a bad back. And I have a great story about how I originally hurt my back in 2001, I think. I was working for San Antonio Airlife, and we flew down to a call south of Cotulla, which is kind of southwest of San Antonio. And there was a guy there that had rolled a tractor, and I helped pull him out from under a tractor. And got back, and, in the time with the adrenaline flowing, you don't notice, that you've hurt yourself really. And I got back, and my back just hurt like a bitch. So after we dropped him off at the hospital, I followed up, and I had a bunch of bulging discs in my back that I had acquired from this. So that's my, wonderful story about how I hurt my lower back. But it's not my lower back that's my problem this time. Sunday morning, I sneezed. Yeah. Achoo, and thought, holy crap, that hurt. And then I was in the middle of scooping all my gazillion litter boxes, and I bent over to scoop the next box and didn't think I was going to be able to stand back up, because apparently I sneezed and pulled a muscle which spasmed. It's right below my ribs on my left side in the back, and oh my God, hurts like a real mother. So I went to the doctor yesterday, and now I have some good drugs because Tylenol was not cutting it. So I can actually sit up for a little while. The bummer is I've not been able to stitch a whole lot because I haven't been able to tolerate sitting to do it. The only place that was comfortable was laying down. So I haven't got a whole lot of stitching done. Bummer. But on the flip side, I have watched a metric poop ton of FlossTube. And I'll talk about that more in a little bit. But anyway, let's get on to the flossing stuff, because y'all can give a happy crap about my bad back. But anyway, hey, I'm vertical. That's an improvement. So anyway, I've gotten a little bit done. I was able to sit here at the sewing machine this morning for long enough to make one more project bag. It's got kitties, because, I'm a certified crazy cat lady. And it's just lined with a pretty purpley fabric with a little pink flower on it. I had the fabric, the purple fabric left over from, about 6 years ago. I made a quilt for my grandniece. Now, don't be real impressed, because when I say I made a quilt, I mean I took one of those pre-printed panels of fabric that you can get at Hobby Lobby or wherever, and backed it, put a ruffle around it. Thank God for the ruffler on the machine. And then, just kind of sewed in little areas around the design to make it quilted. So that was my version of quilting. It was definitely the uber easy way of doing it. So don't be impressed. Although they loved it. She still lays on it in front of the TV. So I'm happy with that. But anyway, I got one more project bag done. And my plan on project bags is to keep making maybe a couple a week or so, because I do plan to do Stitch Mania this year. So I need to have lots of bags lined up for everything I'm going to start. Yeah, I'm cracked. What can I say? Well, and I've been watching so much FlossTube, and everybody's doing this all into thing. So now you're going to get to hear what I am all into. We went down to Little Rock on Saturday because Steve had something that he needed to take care of. And I said, well, if you're going to Little Rock, I'm going, because, the Stitcher's Garden is there. And I had forgotten to moisturize my hands before we left. I have really dry skin. So while I was there, I was complaining about it. And Anne, the wonderful lady at the Stitcher's Garden, pointed out this stuff to me called Stitcher's Lotion. And this is the raspberry and orange flavor, and oh, it smells good. But the best thing is, it almost immediately helped with my super dry skin. I mean, it was dry enough, it was snag and floss kind of stuff. Really good. A little bit pricey. It was $6.50 for this little 4 fluid ounce tube. But, you know, it works great. But this is the stuff I have at home and have sitting on my desk and on my nightstand and use real regular. It's called Utterly Smooth. And, you know, it's a play on udders for cows. But I've heard it referred to as bag balm also. But it also works great. Very cost effective. Getting the big tub like this at Walmart for, I think, $3 or $4. But anyway, if you have dry skin like me, check out one of those. Neither one of them leaves any residue on your stitching, which is, you know, really good. And if you see me looking over to the side here, it's because the cat's fixing to jump up on my stack of stuff. Phooey, I don't need your help, baby. So, sorry, let me get a drink. Don't you love my pretty cup? I got it at Pier 1 years ago, but it's so pretty. It just makes me happy to look at it. And I'm drinking one of the next things I'm all into. So while we were in Little Rock, we went to Whole Foods because the number one thing I miss about living in South Texas is the fresh produce, because we were so close to the valley and we got great produce, really fresh. No food. No, baby girl. No, mommy doesn't need help. We got really fresh produce all the time. And, you know, I miss that because the quality of the produce is not as good here. I didn't realize how spoiled we were in what we got. So anyway, while we were in Little Rock, we went to Whole Foods because their stuff does seem to be a little bit fresher than, you know, the big grocery store chain in Arkansas is Walmart. And then behind Walmart, there's a locally owned place called Harps. And, you know, there's a big selection of stuff at Walmart. There's a fair selection of stuff at Harps. I like going to Harps because it's not as jam-packed crowded as Walmart is. But neither one of them has great produce. So anyway, long story short, we went to Whole Foods for produce. And while we were there going up and down the aisles, I saw these on sale, 2 for $6. I think there's 20 packets in each, 16 in each one. And I grabbed the Positive Energy one just because it's tangerine flavor, and I'm a sucker for anything with an orange or tangerine flavor. That's what I'm drinking now, and it's really, really good. And then I got the, I'm not going to say this right, Tulsi spiced berry flavor because it's immune support stuff, and it's also caffeine free. But, oh, the flu is going around so badly, so immune support, thumbs up on that. Anything that helps, right? So, and then the last and best thing I'm all into, I can't show you, because it is the sweet jalapeno jam that one of our neighbors and friends gifted us with a... Stop it! Sorry, excuse me. No, that's Mama's. One of our friends gifted us with for Christmas. Homemade jalapeno jam. Oh my God, it is so delicious. It's good on toast. It's good on biscuits. It's good on a cracker. It's just good. I'm going to have to get Elaine to share her recipe for that stuff because I don't think I'm going to be able to wait till next Christmas to have more. She gave us 2 jars. One of them's already gone and the other one's about 1/3 of the way gone. Not lasting a really long time. But anyways, so moving along. This week you can just call me the Frog Princess because I had been working on Lizzie Kate's selfie sampler. And I know you guys have seen this. I think Steph completed this recently and posted it, and it's so pretty. And I looked at hers, and then I looked at mine, and I'm sorry, the light is terrible in here. But the more I looked at it, the more I decided I just didn't like it. I'm stitching it 1/2, and I think this is 30 count, and I don't like it. I love stitching 1/2 because I love not having to mess with 2 strands of floss, but it's just too sparse. The coverage isn't good. From a distance, it just all but disappears into the fabric. So I think I'm going to frog the whole blessed thing out and redo it. And I am not happy about that. But So I'm going to do it. I want to like it. I want it to be worth being seen. So me and the scissors have an appointment after this. Ah, humbug. And now a different cat has started the printer, so bear with me. Anyway, the next thing, whoops, that's the one for the selfie sampler. The next thing was on New Year's Day, I did do a new start. This is Oh Beautiful by Shepherd's Bush. What a good girl, Beauty. You tested the printer. They're such helpful little beasts. Anyway, this is Oh Beautiful. And I have gotten a small start on it. Oh, excuse me, I stitch in hand, so everything is rolled up. But this is as far as I've gotten on the central cross motif, or the center motif, cross stitch motif in Oh Beautiful. And this little area right here is about all the cross stitch on this. Most of the rest of it is specialty stitches, so that'll be fun. And I hope I haven't screwed myself because the instructions tell you to start at the top. And I just don't like doing that. I want to start in the middle. So hopefully I counted it right. And my middle is where my middle should be. I wouldn't place any bets on that if I were you. And then the next thing, I have accomplished a little bit. Oh, phooey. Hold on. Oh, that bending over is not a good thing. I have accomplished some on Old Glory. And I've gotten the basket down here. It just needs a little fill in here. And then most of the vines here. And then a little bit started on the off-white and the flag up here at the top. So that one is making progress. I'm okay with this one. I'm pretty happy with that. So hopefully I will get some more work done on that soon. And then my next whip is Henry O'Hare, who is a kit from Lizzie Kate. And again, thanks to Linda Newcomb, who shared him with me. And I have made some progress on him. I've gotten it outlined here where his sleeves are on both sides. And that line down the right-hand side is where his trousers start. So I made a little bit of progress on him. And I like outlining stuff because then when you're just mindlessly filling in, it seems to go pretty fast. It's also good to do like in a car if you don't want to really be counting carefully. So I have made some progress on him. But I discovered that I don't think I'm going to have enough of the dark blue, which is, I think it's Weeks Midnight. No, it's Gassed Midnight. So when we went to Little Rock, I did look at the Stitcher's Garden and got another skein of Midnight. It's not quite the same as the dye lot I have, which was from God knows when. But we're going to hope that I'm able to finish Henry without his pants looking too crazy. If it looks too crazy, I guess I can frog out that one row. Like I'm not doing enough frogging already. But anyway, we're going to hope that I don't have to frog on that too, because I'm going to be really sick of it. And then I've accomplished some on If a Flower Bloomed, which, as I've said before, is a gift from my friend Charlotte. And this is what I got done yesterday, was about halfway through the kitty here. And this goes really fast. It's a 25 count. It's easy for me to see. I don't have to use the magnifier. So that one goes real fast. I just need to sit down and do it. And then on the way back and forth to Little Rock on Saturday, this has been my in the car project because it's small and it's easy to work on, and it's on 28 count. 123 Stitcher Street by Sam Sarah Designs. I'm trying to find a way to show it where there's not a glare. And while Steve was driving, I did finish most of filling in this little house here, this heart over here on the side, most of the outlining down here at the bottom, and then got to start on 123. And I think that I'm kind of going to concentrate on this one. It's been going for a while. I started this towards the end of June. So I think that may be one of my concentrations, and see if I can get that one done and out of the whip pile. And then the last thing I've been working on is the Lizzie Kate Things Unseen Mystery Sampler. And I am really close on this one. I have that one little section down there at the bottom. And then there in the middle, there are a bunch of little bees buzzing around. But they're all set far apart. So they're going to require me to do like a pin stitch, I think, instead of dragging my thread all over the place. And I'm going to have to watch a tutorial on that again because I don't remember how to do it. So I'm going to finish the bottom part. And then I'll start on the stuff that has the pin stitch. That should be an experience and an adventure. Can't wait. But then between this and 123 Stitcher Street, those are my plans to focus on for the next week or so. And hopefully I'll be able to sit on the couch long enough to actually accomplish something. Here's to it. I haven't done shout outs a whole lot. Because frankly, I really don't know what you're supposed to shout out. I'll learn. But I did want to say thanks and mention Lynette from Homesteading on the Homefront and Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. Both of them were kind enough to mention my videos on their FlossTube videos. So thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. I just can't believe, like I said, that people watch me. It's amazing. Who'da thunk? And then, since I have spent the majority of the last couple of days on my back in bed, I have watched a poop ton of FlossTube. And I've been watching Caroline from Off the Grid, and I just find her entertaining as anything. I think we would be great friends. She looks like a boatload of fun. And of course, Danielle, Stitcherista, who just does the most fun little non-stitch related stuff. I watched one of her makeup videos, and I was like, oh, cool. I want to try that. I haven't worn makeup in 20 years. I probably don't need to try it, but it was cool to watch. When I was in the mid-90s, I was the nurse manager for an ER and flight program. And on days where we had management days, when you weren't expected to work as a staff nurse and take patients, you were expected to dress up and wear makeup. Well, when my son graduated from high school, and I got out of nursing management because it was eating my lunch. I mean, I used to go get a massage once a week, and I'm convinced that's what kept me from killing people. Yeah, because middle management in nursing blows. But anyway, I was required to dress up, and on the days I had to dress up, I had to wear makeup. So in 1998, when I got out of that job, I said, screw it to that stuff. And I think I've had on makeup maybe 2 or 3 times since then. And that's about it. And I am okay with that. So I look like a slug. I show every one of my 55 years, and I don't care. Love me for who I am, or don't love me at all, so let's get off my nose. So anyway, but I've been watching Sylvia from Beckisland or Beck's Island. I'm not sure which one is the correct pronunciation. And I love listening to her. My dad's family immigrated from Germany, from Nassau, Germany in 1837, and have lived on the same plot of land in South Texas ever since. And my granny, who died in 1968 when I was 6 years old, still spoke almost exclusively German. I mean, you know, there are very small ethnic enclaves throughout South Texas. There's a fair number of Czech, a lot of German. But like I said, my granny spoke German. And, you know, she did speak English too, but not as well and not as often. But when I listen to Sylvia, her accent sounds like my granny, and it just takes me back, and I love it. So that's my story about my great granny. Mischievous Stitches, Lori. Oh, she's a hoot. Love her. And the fact that her son's in the military and my son's in the military, she says a lot of things that just touch my heart, because I'm so proud of him. I just could not be more proud of my son. And I know she feels the same way about hers. And then, Ginger Gerald. Love watching him. He's so laid back, so calm, doesn't get bent out of shape. And for those of us who get bent out of shape on a fairly recent or recurrent basis, that's kind of nice. He's really relaxing to watch. I enjoy him a lot. So all those folks are just too cool. And if you're not watching them, you ought to be. And I'll put links to all of them down below in the comments. And I guess that's about all I have to talk about. I hope that y'all enjoyed the little tutorial I did last week on the X-Stitch app. I find it to be very useful, and I'm really excited. I think the new release that's supposed to come out sometime this first quarter is going to offer lots and lots of upgrades. So I'm hoping they do that sooner rather than later, because I think that's going to be cool. It's going to have some neat features to it. And if y'all can think of anything else you'd like for me to blather on about, please comment. Let me know, because I'll look for the answer if I don't know it myself, and odds are fair that I may not know it myself, but we'll figure it out together. So then I guess the last thing I have to talk about is a giveaway. Now, I've mentioned I own a lot of frames. This is one of them, and it's not real big. It's, I don't know, 8 by 12, something like that. I'll measure it out and put it in the comments. But I've had this a long time. I used it back in the 90s when I was stitching a little bit more. Excuse me. But I don't use it anymore. So I'm going to give it away. And it is in perfect shape. I mean, it is like new. And then also I have one of these really neat floss holders with a little magnetic pad on the back to hold your needle. And since I've gone to storing everything in a bag, I don't use this either. So that's my giveaway for when we reach 550 whole people who are subscribed to me. It could happen. It could. I hope. Sooner or later. So, y'all please subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Shout it out. Let's see if we can get there and I can give this away. And this will be open to everybody. As long as you're 18 or older, or if you're under 18, you have written permission from your parents. And I'm the owner. Nobody else is sponsoring this. And all you have to do to be entered is to comment on this video. And when I get to 550, I'll probably have other videos you can comment on also between now and 550, because I imagine that may take a little while. But comment on this one or a subsequent video between now and when we get to 550, and I will give those away to somebody. We'll use that random comment picker thing and choose somebody. And Trini, if you're watching, I do have your material all addressed and ready to go to you. But my back is hurt too bad for me to drive, so I haven't gone to the post office. But I promise I will within the next few days. I will. Because, now I've got good drugs. So I think that's all I had to say. 22 whole minutes. I talk too fast, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it was good to talk to y'all. I always enjoy, it's almost as much fun as talking to somebody I know. And just being able to talk about stitching stuff. And it kind of gets my mind organized too, which is, always useful, right? But I hope I see y'all soon. Maybe I'll be back this weekend with another little video. But in the meantime, happy stitching. Hope you have a great time. Hope all good things for you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.